Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. I'm going to use my Big Shot to create a general greeting card. Maybe something that you need to create to celebrate somebody for something they did that was amazing. I am going to use my Geometrical stamp set. This is a brand new stamp set that's in the Occasions catalog, and it's a really fun set. And it corresponds quite well with the Chalk Talk framelits, which is what I'm going to use today. So let's start off with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at the 4.25 mark. And I'm going to have this kind of layout, a landscape layout for my card. And I'm going to use Summer Starfruit, and I have the circle stamp mounted to clear block C, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp some random circles on the front of the card. Like so. And then I'm just going to clean it off on my scrap paper. And then I'm going to bring in Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to ink up the circle again, and I'm going to randomly stamp some Bermuda Bay circles on my card as well. You don't need a whole lot. You don't want to distract the eye by having too many circles when you do geometrics on the front of a card. Okay, and I have my card front base decorated just the way I want it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is bring in this designer series paper. I don't remember the name of the designer series paper right now, but I have a strip that's cut, I think it's Kaleidoscope designer series paper. And so I've cut a strip to go across the front of my card that's 5.5 by 1, and then I have a Bermuda Bay layer that I'm going to put underneath it. So let's get that going. You can see that the other side of this designer series paper is really fun too, but I just want black for right now. Okay, I've got that adhered. And I'm going to adhere the strip to the front of my card down a little bit so I can see the circles kind of peeking through on the front of my card. There we go. All right, and then now it's time to use my Big Shot to create a phrase for the front of my card. So I'm going to use the Hooray for You, or Hooray for Today it is, stamp, and I've got it mounted to clear block H, and I'm going to use my Jet Black StazOn. Because the designer series paper was black, I want to use my Jet Black StazOn for the phrase, just to coordinate everything. I'm going to stamp that in the center of a piece of scrap Whisper White cardstock. And then I'm going to bring in one of the framelits from my Chalk Talk framelit stamp set, and I'm going to die cut it out. So I have my platform, I have my magnetic platform. Love the magnetic platform for framelits. I had somebody ask me the other day, is it a good value for my $1? And I said, definitely, this is on your must-have list. Bottom standard cutting pad. I'm going to put my phrase that I've stamped and then the framelit around it. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but that's okay. Try and get it nice and straight. And then my top standard cutting pad, and then run it through my Big Shot. And then just punch it out. Love that, quick and easy. right, and I thought it would be fun to add a layer underneath. So I have a summer starfruit layer, but because the framelit cut sort of a rounded edge on my phrase layer, I'm going to bring in my envelope punch board. And I don't know if you know this, but it's got a punch at the top. And so I am going to punch a rounded corner, which is very quick and easy. And that way it corresponds with the layer that I'm going to have on top of it. I'm going to get my snail adhesive. Adhere that on. Like so. I'm going to bring in my card and I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Maybe I'll put 3 on, one in the middle to keep it nice and lifted off. Especially if you're going to mail it, you don't want it to cave in the middle. Take off the tails on the Stampin' Dimensionals. And then let's add it right there. Now that's a super cute card, but let's add one more touch just for fun. I have my little circle punch and I have some scrap summer starfruit, and let's just add a summer starfruit. And I left my Bermuda Bay scrap cardstock over on the other side of the room. So I'm going to finish the video now, but then when you go over to my blog to see a close-up picture, or I'll put a close-up picture on the video, I'm going to put a Bermuda Bay circle there, and that will complete my card. For a complete listing of the supplies and the measurements I used to make this Hooray for Today card, please hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. While on my blog, make sure you're a newsletter subscriber. I send out 2 or 3 free newsletters each month with different sample ideas. You can place an order for the supplies used to make this Hooray for Today card. You can ask me a question, or you can check out my online clubs. I have 3 online clubs, so you don't have to live close to me to stamp with me. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.